Okay, I gotta stop it right there. Okay, that right there, of the 47 things that she did perfect, like amazing, better than anyone else on the planet, that thing that she just did right there, totally blew my mind.
Wish 1075.
My name is William. I'm a vocal coach and a music educator.
Hello everyone, Ken Lavigne here with another reaction video. This time by popular request, they said, welcome to the world of Morissette.
Hi everyone, Andy Davis here again with Master of Voice, a channel with reactions to performers from across the world.
What up guys, it's your boy Matt from RamseyVoice.com, aka Car Ramrod. Guys, today we are going to be taking a look at the second song that I've ever seen by Morissette Amon.
Hello and welcome back to another Vocal Coach Reacts video from me, the Mindful Singer Coach, Michael Watson. Firstly, I just want to say thanks so much guys, 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 already. Thank you so much.
Let's get started with today's video. All right.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter.
So, firstly though, seriously, she is in such a lovely place of control there, okay? Absolute relaxation on her face. As you can see, there's a real, she doesn't need a lot of effort to make this sound. She's also just sitting down so comfortably. She's in a lovely alignment there, so she's keeping a nice straight back.
But I see it in you, so we go work it out.
Wish 1075.
We can work it out.
Wow.
Wish 1075.
Guys, too much is happening all at once. This is wonderful. This is wonderful so far. So first of all, interesting choice of key, D flat, C sharp, whatever you want to call it in this particular case. I'm gonna guess that she's gonna want to call it D flat because then we've got D flat, A flat, to a B flat minor, down to a G flat. So who knows? I feel like that's probably fewer flats than C sharp would be, but I don't know. I can't think of that off the top of my head. Anyway, really interesting start to it. Just like that 1, 5, 6, 4 progression that she started off with. That's pretty much your recipe for pop music. And a lot of Western pop music starts off that way. And in this particular case, she's doing it with that trademark breathy phonation that she's got, that really like, that breathy, head voicey kind of sound. And she starts pretty much like right off on a C sharp 5. So I'm interested in this so far. Let's see where she goes.
All right, already I'm very impressed with this voice. I'm really liking the whispery quality as well with the mic. Generally, plosives are kind of an undesirable thing. I'm finding that to be kind of really interesting aspect to this performance. It's adding to that feel of it being live, but as well, it's really making that breath more audible. And I'm really liking that in this performance so far. Let's keep going on.
Where she goes.
Wish 107.
So then, all in head voice, but a really, really beautiful, and I would say kind of stable in full head voice. It's not, it's kind of reinforced. It's got some roundness. It's got some body. It's like a fine
We
line.
can walk it out. Mountains.
Man, that is so beautiful.
I'll rise up, I can say, and I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid.
Fantastic.
I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Wow.
All right, we need to talk about this because before that, when she was going, move mountains. She was going through that in that head voice, in and out of her sort of chestier and head voice with ease there. The way she's doing that is by not pushing, putting a lot of nice air through it, and also leaning on the sort of lower register when it comes through, you know, just slight lean. Then we're going into this wonderful belt, which was just so fantastic. If you want to know how she does things like that, basically she's supporting like muscularly from the body here down below, the lower belly and the sides here, relaxing up the jaw and also not pushing a lot of air through. So when that beginning bit where it was soft and beautiful, nice bit of air, this more beltier bit which sounds so easy, not a lot of air through it.
Wow.
And I'll rise up, I like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Oh my goodness, you guys. First of all, she's sitting down. That's just wild in itself. It really plays on your breath support and your technique to sing full out like this sitting down. It can be done, obviously. She's doing a great job. But standing most times gives you your best physicality to putting forth your best voice. And so that's impressive right off the bat. And so this takes me back to a couple weeks ago when I was reviewing her performances on The Voice of the Philippines. And she was a little bit younger then. And this is mature Morissette, voice and all. And,
So that little riff that she does on them, I'll rise up. Beautiful, beautiful little run that she's got there. She's basically got just walking down a pentatonic, but she's making it sound so smooth and so flowy that it just sounds like real. It's like butter. It's beautiful.
For you,
Liking the narrowing to go into the head voice.
for you,
That's nice.
for you.
It was stopped there for a second. Yeah, that transition into the head voice and the narrowing, that was very, very beautifully done. Again, I'm still liking that breathy quality. She's looking so wonderful as far as her presence. Just very, very relaxed, like not seeing a lot of tension or anything going on in the face as far as, you know, tension in the voice. The breath is a little high, but I think that's intentional, and I'm having no problems with that whatsoever. It's just quite lovely. Let's keep going.
Beautiful.
For you.
Okay, so we're going to go back a little bit because that is just absolutely fantastic.
For you.
So we got. She's in her second, going on her third bridge up there. Maybe you could call it a super head voice up there. And it's definitely not whistle yet. It's mainly just that she's really getting that nice ooh vowel, but she's dropping her jaw quite a bit, as you can see here. So you'll notice that at a certain point, let me see if I can find the high note. So it's kind of difficult to see, but right there, that is not an ooh vowel anymore. It's an It's like some sort of like kind of an thing. Now, here's what's really interesting about that. We know that vowels will tend to change in order to accommodate pitches when you're going really, really high. And most people are familiar with this, that you have to start dropping your jaw, or at least that's something that I talk about on my channel all the time. You have to drop your jaw once you get up past a certain note or past a certain point. Now, a lot of women will have to start doing that on their more narrow vowels, of which ooh is definitely one of them, around, let's say maybe like a D5 or an E flat 5, like around this area, they're gonna have to start dropping that jaw in order to accommodate those higher notes, because if you just it's just gonna squeeze and it's gonna sound terrible. So in this particular case, she's actually getting a lot more resonance. She's getting a much fuller sound, but I can't reach up to that A flat 5 that she's doing up there, but she is doing such a beautiful on that top note that she's allowing a lot of sound up there, but everybody still hears ooh. And that's what you have to do too. If this is something that you're working on in your own singing voice, it's really important that you know what your target vowel is, but at the same time, you start to drop the jaw gradually, still keeping that vowel in mind. I'm still thinking ooh, ooh. I'm still thinking ooh, but I know that I can relax my jaw and that'll actually make it easier to get it.
Okay, so we're going to go back a little bit because that is just absolutely fantastic. 2 seconds while I sort this.
Silence is
Okay, so sorry, she's sounding so good. I just pressed play, but I don't care because it's sounding amazing. So basically, if we go back a little bit here, okay, where she's belting, I just want you to see the space she's making in the jaw a little bit, you know? Let me just see if I can hit it real good in the right spot there. Yeah, I think around about here. Yeah, just look at that. You can even see it now where I've paused it. Look at the space she's making with the jaw, but also look at the neck muscles there. There's no pull, no tension. She's absolutely relaxed. That's how she's able to get these wonderful notes out with such ease. She's showing a real masterclass of technique and relaxation there. When you belt, you actually need to have a sense of letting go. It feels quite unnatural. You feel like you should put a lot more effort in. If you watch her, you'll learn exactly how to belt correctly.
The silence is quiet.
Ooh, so relaxed.
Feels like it's getting hard to breathe.
She's just talking
I
to
know
us.
you feel like tired.
There's that.
There's a little bit of a break there that she's going for intentionally that's just giving a little bit of emotionality into the singing. So it's almost like kind of like a dolphin sound, but basically what you're doing is you're closing up the vocal cords pretty tight, and then you're just allowing tiny little puffs of air. And if you do that together, that's kind of fun to do. And if you do that together with the pitches, you'll notice that it just sounds like really, really raw and emotional and beautiful.
Vocal fry? That's beautiful.
And I promise we'll take the world to its feet.
Okay, let's talk about that. So she's just added in a little sort of distortion, like Sia does it a lot. It's that sort of almost like the voice is cracking a little bit. That for me with her right here was actually, I truly believe was intentional. It's become quite a sort of popular sound to make. She's truly just sort of like, you know, letting the voice just, she's leaning into that place where she's pulling the note so much that it kind of cracks a little bit, but it adds a lot to the song. You know, it can add a real sort of feeling to the song. I quite liked it, you know. So that was intentional for anyone.
Beautiful. This is live. This is live. Her pitch is amazing, as usual. Wait a second. Wait, hang on a second.
Through this section.
Watch this. I feel like I'm stopping loads, but she's got so much to teach us, you know? So let's have a look. So basically, watch her tongue placement when she's belting there. The tongue is not forward. It's not like tense and forward. It's truly relaxed and down. That's because she's supporting the sound. If she wasn't supporting it, the tongue, you would see the tongue tension a lot more. But watch this placement.
She sounds like an American when she sings. It's pretty crazy. You could also say like an English or a Canadian person as well. She sounds North American when she sings, and a lot of it has to do with being able to imitate those big open vowel sounds that we North Americans love to do in our pop music. Just because, and now rise up, rise up. But if somebody walked up to you and they're like, hey, rise up, that's maybe something that you would hear in the South. Sometimes I call it like Forrest Gump vowels. Hey, Lieutenant Dan, rise up. But basically, she's rise up. She's purposely spreading things to make them sound really exciting and full.
There's narrowing again. She has total control of what's going on. a second. Whew. I just need to take a breath. That high note was so on point, so gorgeous. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. That just was so gorgeous. All right. Now I'm in. Let's keep listening.
Oh, okay, I gotta stop it right there. Okay, that right there, of the 47 things that she did perfect, like amazing, better than anyone else on the planet, that thing that she just did right there, totally blew my mind. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but she's got one headphone off a little bit to the side, and she's singing. This is live. She's sitting down, and I don't know, maybe something was weird with her mix, but she started singing off center. Her embouchure went off to the side, her open ear basically. And I've only seen a few other singers do this. Beautiful sopranos who might have some hearing difficulty in one of their ears, so they tend to lean a little bit to the other ear. I mean, if you just because you want to hear yourself. And I have a feeling that whatever was going on in that Wish bus, she needed to compensate a little bit on the fly on a closed oo vowel, which was just slightly a little bit open and perfect. Listen to that. There's not much for me to comment on here. I mean, this is...
She slayed that then with that lovely big note. Now listen, again, she came in on the All We Need with a little crackle sound. She's intentionally doing it, right? But let's just talk about, she's showing so many lovely different aspects of her voice. To be able to go up that high, she's got a lot of airflow going through that, making the chords really thin and vibrate very quickly. A bit like when you hold a balloon like that and it makes a really high-pitched sound. So that's what she's having to do there. The larynx having to rise and stretch the vocal cords. And the breath going through is what's making the sound happen, but she's got total control over that. She comes in with the crackle, so what she's intentionally doing is tensing the throat to make that happen. I don't recommend people to do that unless they've got this level of technique, because it's going to play havoc on your voice eventually. But why it doesn't worry me with her is because she has, I can just see this absolute relaxed, amazing connection to her voice and basically her support muscles, okay? Look at her there. She's just singing a crazy song. She's absolutely relaxed. But look at the straightness of her back as she's sitting there. She knows where she needs to sit to sing this amazingly. She's doing it. And she's got a lovely long back of the neck.
And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Oh. We will rise. We will rise. We will rise. We will rise. We will rise.
Oh, look at that. We will rise. You're seeing a lot of teeth going on that. And that's actually raising some of the resonances to make things sound really, really brighter. We'll rise. We'll rise. We'll rise. You can hear how much brighter it is.
We will rise. We will rise. We will rise.
Oh, I love her.
Wow, she is so impressive. And when I first started back there in the lower part of her chest range, she was using almost the sottovoce or half voice quality, a little breathiness around those notes to really give some emphasis and effect to those lyrics down in that part of the verse. Her head voice is lovely. I love the way she transitions from chest voice to head voice with such ease. Just out of nice wide vowel chest voice. And she even lets a little crack, not, I wouldn't technically call it a crack, but just a little flip of the voice. And I love it. Those impurities, if you will, give the song interesting characteristics. And she's doing it on purpose. This isn't a singer that's cracking because they're cracking and not losing control of the musculature. She's doing it for effect, and it is so well done.
So clear.
Rise up, I rise like the day, I rise up in spite of the ache.
I love that syncopation.
And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Now, the only thing that we can do here to make things more dramatic is a key change. Let's see if they actually go for it. I mean, that would be a real trope of this 90s R&B genre.
Yes! Oh, how could you not feel this?
Everybody outside of the van has no idea what she's singing. Maybe they speak English really well, but she sounds so, I mean, it's so convincing that she's like a North American singing in English. Yeah, now you can talk about a little bit of that. Some of the extrinsic vocal cords or the false vocal cords or the fake vocal cords, whatever you want to call them, it's kind of like the Louis Armstrong. I got street, got eyes of blue, that or like Fozzie Bear kind of sound. She's using some of the rise up. She's using a little, but she can make it sound really, really convincing and really, really beautiful. And just, it's like overwhelmingly emotional. This is like something that you would like hear in church, and it's just like, gosh, man, it's transcendent, totally transcendent.
I'm sorry to stop it because that is literally just so wonderful what she's doing there. I just want you to see the relaxation that she's got. Any of you are wanting to learn to belt, let's watch this video, yeah? Just keep it. She is not putting any effort on her vocal cords or on her support, on her neck muscles, on her larynx at all. She is 100% supporting from the diaphragm. Well, when I say the diaphragm, you support from the lower abdomen and these side muscles here. I'll show you a great exercise for that another time. But trust me, this is so good. We just need to hear it again. Just watch how relaxed she is hitting these bad boy notes. I love it.
There she's at, little embouchure and gorgeous head voice.
On Wish 1075.
Shame to pause it there.
Oh my God, guys, this is such a great performance. Morissette Amon, man, what a beautiful singer. Very, very easy to listen to. You feel like you're
Thank you so much for recommending this artist to me. I adore her. Adore her. I'm definitely going to be checking more of this girl out. But let's talk here a little bit about technique. I truly was absolutely blown away by that. Those pure high notes. That was gorgeous. The use of vibrato at the end of the phrase, just gorgeous.
It's definitely a 5 out of 5 stars. No whistle in this one, but we have a lot of interesting riffs. We've got some of the fake vocal cords, the kind of sounds that she's using. A lot of gospel, a lot of Mariah in there. And again, we're seeing that trick over and over again with this singer where she starts off with that very light head voice. Then she goes, rise up! And then she goes with her full voice, full belted.
They were correct. I am now a fan. She is for real. Yeah, that is true talent. So wonderfully taken back by her skill. I would love to get to know her as a singer. I'd love to work with her because she is the real deal. Anyone looking to want to belt like that, great exercise for you, okay?
I love her. I cannot wait to hear so much more of her. She was having to use her hands, though, to express. She's a performer. This was so impressive, an impressive display of knowing how to use your instrument, different colors, different dynamics, chest voice, head voice, seamless transitions in between, making the song just a wonderful rendition. I truly enjoy Morissette.
I just blew my mind. There's nothing to really, if you're a vocal coach, you're looking for potential obstacles or challenges that a singer might be going through and just highlighting them and just saying, okay, maybe try it a little bit differently, but what is there to pick apart here? It's just a beautiful performance.